You know what they call the whore phase? Skip it. You don't have to sleep with them. Don't let your husband pass you by because you are busy whoring around. Do your best. Enjoy your life. It doesn't have to be perfect. Do not waste your life trying to be like someone else. You never know when it will be the last time you are spending with a loved one. Create beautiful memories and be happy. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If this is your first time coming across this phase, hi, you are welcome. My name is Joecy. On this channel I share family and personal lifestyle vlogs. I share personal development and self-improvement tips to help you and I become better versions of ourselves, and I also do chit chat about very relatable day-to-day situations. If this sounds like something that interests you, kindly consider clicking that red subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that you are notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you so much. How to level up in your 20s. Today's video is going to be a girly chit chat with my younger sisters who are still in their 20s, and hey, I have daughters too. The first one is 8 years old and the second is 3 years old, and I believe they are going to watch this video someday and it's going to be beneficial to them as well. I'm not here to dictate to anybody. I know we don't always like to be told what to do, but I would like to encourage you to pick and prioritize what works for you and put it into practice. If you end up grabbing just a tiny bit of knowledge from today's video, kindly give us a thumbs up and share the video with somebody, and also subscribe to the channel for similar content. I'm currently 33 years old by the grace of God, and some of these things I'm going to be sharing with you today are things I did in my late teens, my early 20s and my late 20s, which has shaped my 30s. I am nowhere close to where I want to be, but I am not in a bad place. And some of these things are things I wish I knew and did in my 20s, because I can assure you that I would be focusing on other aspects of my life now instead of still doing some of those things that I could have easily done in my 20s. The tips I'm going to be sharing with you today can be beneficial to anybody irrespective of your age. It just depends on what level you are at in your life and how willing you are to learn and make changes. Let's just get right into it. The first on my list is discipline. I have put this first because I believe you have to have a certain level of discipline. You have to have discipline actually to be able to effectively practice the rest of the tips that I am going to be sharing with you today. So number one on the list is discipline. As simple as it is, discipline. Number two, you need to cultivate the habit of learning. Knowledge is power, and this is not a cliche. In your early 20s, you're probably fresh out of uni, but trust me, there's a lot of non-academic learning you need to do on your own if you want to be successful above average in other aspects of your life. Start by leveling up your mind. You need to attend seminars, read books, watch personal development and self-improvement videos, go to conferences and buy courses. Seek further knowledge that is geared towards what you want to achieve in life. There are even some short courses available free online with a certificate. There is no assessment required. I've done a couple of those myself and I have certificates that are recognized. Some of these courses take just a few days, typically nothing more than 1 week, and you are done. All you need to do is go through the entire course, grab the knowledge, and you get a recognized certificate for it. Some of these certificates are sent to you free of charge to your email, and you can go and print it, but if you want, you can pay a token and they'll print it and send to you to your address. Knowledge truly is power, but even better than that, knowledge applied brings success. Point number 3 on my list, find your tribe. Invest in your friendships when you are young. Some of the strongest friendships I know today that turned into sisterhood started in the late teens, early 20s, and up until now they are still going strong. Don't be so quick to cut people off over issues that can be resolved. Learn to walk through things and talk things out with your friends. Sometimes you are even the toxic one. Learn to accept positive feedback and use it to improve yourself, to become a better person and a better friend. If you can maintain a great friendship, you can maintain a great romantic relationship because it takes similar ingredients to spice both up. Trust me, making new friends when you are a lot older can be so challenging because as we get older, we have several responsibilities, and committing to making a new friendship work can be super challenging. We all need good friends that we are going to do all those fancy girls trips with. These are the people who are even going to be your bridesmaids. They are going to do life with you and ride with you till the very end. You might not get this particular point now, but trust me, you do not want to learn this one by experience. Nobody is an island. We all need each other. We need real life friends. People on social media are not your friends. If you happen to be on social media and you have a huge following, do not be deceived. Those people are not your friends. They are your followers, they are your subscribers, they are your associates and your acquaintances. Your friends see you, they know the real you, and they'll show you who you are. On the other hand, I totally understand when some people don't want this friendship thing anymore. It can be too much hassle for them, and I totally get it. If the friendship is draining you, and no matter how much you try to help them, no matter the amount of advice you give them, they never get enough, they've shown you that they don't have your best interests at heart, sweetheart, feel free to let them go. Point number 4. Skip that messing about phase. You know what they call the whore phase? Skip it. You absolutely do not need it. Skip it. And you don't have to tie yourself to any man at a young age either. You have the opportunity to meet so many new people. You can go on dates with them, date them, get to know them, but you don't have to sleep with them. This will save you a lot of heartbreaks, pains, and future regrets. Some people are dealing with health issues today because of STDs that they caught as a result of what they called fun back then. Some are struggling to conceive today as a result of abortions that they committed in their early years. Trust me, when you get sexually active too young, you are most likely to not even know how to protect yourself. So it is better to be safe than sorry. These things can be avoided. Stop playing games. Use your 20s to get into the mindset of a wife. You are never too young to become a potential wife. Don't let your husband pass you by because you are busy whoring around. Be open to the idea of marriage and choose wisely. Point number 5, learn new skills. You have to learn to be independent. You're not going to stay with your parents forever. You're not going to be young forever. There will come a time when you have to move out and you have to do everything on your own. And for my younger sisters back home in Africa, I know some of you grew up in homes where you have house helps and people doing things for you. But if you happen to travel abroad, the lifestyle is different. You might not be able to afford a house help to come clean for you and cook for you. Learn how to cook, learn how to drive, learn to keep your environment clean. These are basic yet super essential skills that you are going to need for the rest of your life, whether you are single or married, whether you are a male or a female. Number 6, search for your passion. Try as many things as you can until you finally figure out what it is that you really enjoy doing. Making YouTube videos is what I have grown to enjoy. I honestly wish I had started earlier, but I kept procrastinating. You don't have to know what you want to do in your early 20s straight away. If you happen to figure that out early enough, that is great, but do not be afraid to try many other different things to be sure what you really like. You might have a career that is great, but trust me, you don't want to just work, pay bills, solve money problems, and die. There's a different level of joy and fulfillment that comes from doing the things that you love. Point number 7, you need to seek God for your purpose. Talent is great, passion is fantastic, but your purpose is the reason why you do those things. If you're not a Christian, you can pray to the God you believe in or to whatever you believe in to help you show you your purpose in life. But to my Christian sisters, pray to God Almighty to help you, show you your purpose in life, to show you what you are supposed to be doing to contribute to the well-being of mankind. This might take a while to happen, but do not stop seeking God until He shows you your purpose in life. I used to wonder what my purpose in life is, but I never took time to ask God to show me what my purpose in life is. I used to just live life and do the things that I like. Just of recent, I kept hearing this voice in my heart to encourage other people through my YouTube videos to become more self-aware, know their self-worth, have a healthy self-esteem, and generally become better versions of themselves. To be honest with you guys, I have shied away from this for some time now because I did not have the confidence that anybody will even care to listen to anything that I have to say, because who knows me? But the more I silenced that voice, the more I felt the urge to talk about these things. The earlier you know your purpose in life, the better at it you'll be. I believe this is my purpose now. If in future God shows me another purpose, I will still embrace it, because the more I create impact in the society, the more fulfilled I am. Doing this now is so fulfilling to me, and I find myself having more and more ideas to come and talk about with you guys, but there is just so much you can talk as far as personal development and self-improvement is concerned. So if in the later days God shows me another purpose of my life, I will gladly embrace it. But for now, this is what we are doing. Another thing I would recommend is create a routine. I think this is like point number 8 now. Let me check. Yes. Create a routine. Routines are what will form your habits. I don't know about you, but I like to plan my activities. I cannot function properly without a plan. Before I wake up in the morning, my day is already structured. I have a list of things that I am going to do in that day. I know sometimes we make plans and God laughs, but before God shows you otherwise, have a set structure of how you want to spend the day, the week, the month that He has blessed you with. If you can create a solid routine for yourself in your younger years, you will set yourself up for success, because routines create consistency, and consistency creates trust. And when you have a system that works, you have more faith, as opposed to just waking up at any time and doing things haphazardly. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Yes. Number 9, do not waste money. You see those designer items? They are great, but they are not necessary when you are still finding your way through life. Time will come when you'll be able to afford those things times 4 without even struggling. I've heard before that if you cannot afford something times 3, then you cannot afford it at all. If you are earning £2,000 a month, it doesn't mean that you have to spend £2,000 a month. I know with the way the world is going now, social media has made it in a way that younger women in their late teens, in their early 20s, want to have the same things and live the same lifestyle, do the same things that their sisters in their late 20s, their 30s, their 40s have and are doing. And some of you might be even tempted to start feeling that you are a failure because you are not living the same lifestyle as those people who are a lot older than you. Life is stage by stage. You need to relax and focus on accumulating wealth and building your credit score, especially to those of you living in the Western world. Your credit is what is going to set you up in future. With a bad credit score, it's going to be more challenging for you to get a loan, a credit card, purchase a house, or get something as simple as a mobile phone contract. Try to pay your bills and your direct debits on time. I would also recommend that you live at home for as long as you can and save up enough money before you move out, unless you are living with toxic parents and toxic family members, because moving out comes with bills. You have to be responsible for your own rent, your own phone bills, electricity, energy bills and groceries. You have to be responsible for everything. But when you can live at home, you might just support the house with maybe groceries from time to time, or just buy a few things around the house from time to time, while saving the bulk of your income to have enough before you move out, so that when you move out, you will not struggle as much. I know we all come from different financial backgrounds. This might not even be an issue to some people. They might afford to move out at any point in their lives and they will still be fine. But if you are not from that kind of background where you have some money saved up for you already, then try to stay at home for as long as you can and save up enough money before moving out. And also learn to invest in things that are assets and not liabilities, and try as much as possible to have multiple streams of income. When you are young, you don't have so many responsibilities, so this is the best time for you to engage in so many different things that can give you more money. Because trust me, when you get married and kids start coming, your life is going to get a lot busier and it will be more difficult for you to start looking for different things that can give you money. But if you get to that stage where you have kids and you maybe have to stay at home to look after them, and you already had like a business that you were doing, it will be a lot easier for you to carry on managing that business when you have kids than for you to be starting from scratch when you get to that stage where you are now a mother and you are occupied with more responsibilities. Don't try to keep up with those celebrities unboxing luxury items on Instagram and YouTube. Some of them can afford those things by you watching them, and some of them, these things are being sent to them to review free of charge. Try to practice delay gratification. It feels great to work hard and spoil yourself without feeling the pinch. Number 10, invest in yourself and know yourself. Get to know yourself and invest in becoming the best version of yourself. That is how you conquer comparison. Learn to be yourself fully. Your power comes from being you. Do not waste your life trying to be like anyone else. I feel pity when I see anyone trying to be like someone else but themselves. It is okay to be inspired by your internet and real life favorites, but trying to replicate their lifestyle to the extent that you lose yourself will not benefit you in the long run. Find your lane and stay in it, and on top of that, learn to mind the business that pays you. I always say this at the end of all my videos, and I really do mean it. If you can't love yourself, I'm sorry, no one is going to love you. Point number 11, try to travel as often as you can out of your country. This is going to open up your mind. Trust me, you have not figured out life until you have experienced other cultures, seen other countries, and spoken to people of different social status. I hear what you're saying.
How can I afford it?
The question should be, how bad do I want it? If you have an income, you can afford it. Manage your money well and save up so that you can be able to afford those trips to those countries of your dream. Point number 12, get in shape and stay fit. Trust me, the older you get, the harder it is for you to lose that stubborn fat. And when you are fit and in shape, it becomes a lot easier for you to snap back after childbirth. I did this and it worked for me. I used to exercise a lot before I had my first pregnancy, and when I gave birth, I did not have to work so hard to get back in shape. When you make fitness a part of your life at a young age, it becomes a lifestyle as you grow older. You don't want to spread out too much after childbirth. No offense to anybody, please. Learn to control your portion and choose healthier meal options when possible. Don't just abandon your body to fate when you can actually do something about it. Cultivate that fitness and healthy culture from your young age so that as you grow older, it will become second nature to you. And last but not the least, do not worry about wasting any decade of your life. It doesn't have to be perfect. Do your best, enjoy your life, spend time with family and loved ones, create beautiful memories, and be happy. You never know when it will be the last time you are spending with a loved one. Do not get carried away by the distractions of life and forget to spend time with your loved ones. Remember, as you are growing older, they are also growing older. Value the time you have with them now and make it worthwhile. There you have it, my beautiful sisters. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you picked out just one thing out of today's video, please give us a huge thumbs up, and please share this video with someone. And if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly consider subscribing for similar content. Until I come your way next time, stay blessed, stay safe, continue to drink a lot of water, and mind the business that pays you. Hopefully, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.